Guys, what is going on? It's Chris here. As normal, hope you guys all had a really good night last night in the NBA. Anyway, we are looking ahead to today's slate for Wednesday, November the 6th already, which is crazy. Anyway, like I said, hopefully you guys are all having a pretty good week as well. It wasn't too bad for us last night. Fanduel came up way short. It was just terrible. Dennis Schroeder sucked. Who else did we have? We had Stupid Leaf, another guy that got really foul trouble for us. And Tyler Hero, he did absolutely nothing as well. So it just was a bad night overall, unfortunately. But DraftKings lineup advice for some reason kind of actually did pretty good. It was kind of the same lineup, but it was one of those kind of DraftKings nights where there was a lot of really good players all in the same position, and that's why DK did so good on FanDuel. All the good guys were in one spot, and you can only have two when there was like 6 or 7 of them. So it was definitely a forward heavy slate for sure. As you can see, I had a ton of forwards in here, so that's why DK did pretty good because I just had a ton of forwards. So anyway, Forbes, like I said, Saul got to get you 2022 did pretty solid. Lamb Warren, uh, Go. I'm not even gonna say his last name. We got Daniel Thies here, LeBron, Parker, and Davis. Davis just absolutely sucked in this one. I mean, it was terrible. So, but yeah, not too bad there. Everyone else did, for the most part, pretty good. That Indiana game was pretty solid as well. So it wasn't too bad here, as you see, 297. One of our subs won 787, so definitely not too bad of a return. As normal, it's only $50 a month, just to keep that in mind. Also, another sub 53,107 here, so not too shabby at all. So yeah, why not come join us? Only $50 per month per site, and both sites honestly are doing about the same, doing pretty solid for sure. So yeah, to get in on it, check out our website in the comment section below. Would definitely love to have you guys come join us. Just follow all the steps on our website, and we'll get you all set up. Also, we will have our Twitter in the comment section below if you want to message us there and get more information about what we do. So that is mostly it for the recap there. Yeah, let's look ahead to today's slate. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game slate. Yeah, so early on, it's an interesting one. So, looking at some of the totals here, they're not too high. I expect this one to be at least a 228 to 230 plus in this one. The spread's gonna really suck, so that's the only thing that's really bad. I think this is a mistake. Leonard's sitting, so there's no way LA is gonna win by one. If for some weird reason this stays like this the entire day, I'm gonna want a lot of exposure to this. If for some weird reason Vegas thinks LA is going to win this game without Kawhi. So I think that's a huge mistake. I do expect that to change throughout the day. I don't think they think that Kawhi's out here in this one here. So definitely expect that to change for sure. We got a 210, so kind of crap there. 207's crap. 223, not too bad. It could be a blowout, though, with Towns being back. This one should be a blowout. Who knows? I mean, Golden State was supposed to get blown out by Portland, but they didn't. We got a 218. We're going to talk about this one. This is going to be an interesting game. 220, solid here. Another game we're going to talk about with this Atlanta one, and a 212 here. So not too many high scores out there, and a 219 8 spreads. So it's kind of a tricky slate, to be honest with you guys here early on. So yeah, let's get into it as normal. If you guys like my player pool and my own projections instead of having everybody leave a like, you guys have been absolutely killing it. I really do appreciate it. Almost 100 likes yesterday, so keep that going. And yeah, like I said, I appreciate all your guys' support. So yeah, let's hit it off here with the point guards in my player pool. We got Russell Westbrook at 52. I got him a little low just because it could be a blowout, and I think the first star from Houston to get his minutes stopped there is going to be Russell Westbrook. No reason to push this guy, in the fourth quarter if they're blowing him out. I do expect Harden to play a couple more minutes in the fourth, so that's why I have Harden higher. So yeah, Westbrook's still all right at 52. Luka's an interesting spot. The total really sucks in this one. I'm kind of leaning towards Luka in GPPs. I get it's only 207 total, but this dude has just been a solid, man. Usage rate is just insane. It's just the assist and everything. So I get it. It's not the fastest paced matchup. Orlando is one of the slowest teams in the entire league. So I get he could definitely get under 60. I still got him at 51. But if you're doing GPP, I think you go Luka. He's very expensive though. So that's the only thing that sucks there. Young, I don't know if he's going to play on this back-to-back. He just only played 30 minutes in his first game back from an ankle injury that kept him out for about 4 to 5 days. So I don't know. We'll see. The spread early on is saying that he is going to play in this back to back. We'll have to see. I think maybe minute restriction again, but still, he had 30 minutes and he absolutely killed it. So, if we hear that he's gonna play in this back to back and he might still have 30, 32 minutes, honestly, one of my top plays out there. This guy's usage rate's 39%. As we all know, Collins is out, so his usage rate is just gonna keep climbing, man. So he's still way underpriced by far. If we hear that he's gonna be all good to go, ready on this back to back, I'll take Young over Doncic and Westbrook any day. So that's where I'm going to go there. Once again, we got a back to back for Indiana. They did an overtime game yesterday against Hornets. It was a very high scoring game. All the starters played almost 35, 40 minutes, all of them, besides, was it Sampson? I forgot who, but I think it was Sampson. But, if we get word they're all going to play normal minutes again, why not put them in there? I don't expect him to play 39, probably around his normal 33, 34 range, but still, usage rate's looking pretty good. As normal, watch out for the Sabonis and Turner news. That could hurt. Probably not going to hurt Brogdon, but will lower my ownership to him. But definitely going to hurt some of the other guys we'll talk about. As a 220, I think this one could maybe go over. I'm just a little worried about the tired legs of Indiana. But, if any game's going to go over, this one definitely could go over for sure. We got Lowry. I honestly don't mind him. Unfortunately, he's 8,700, which sucks, but he's solid, man. And another guy that's not going to be well owned at all. Usage rate 27, dropped there to 20, and then 32. So I don't mind Lowry. He's out there shooting the ball, and not a bad option. If you can't get Trae Young, obviously, I'd rather have Trae Young, but if you can't get him, you can definitely look at him here in this one. Next, we got Jay Morant here. As normal, solid option, but his minutes are just not there. So that's my only concern. I get it. He's been solid, but there has been days where his minutes, there's been days where he's been really bad. So GPP only for me. Let me see. So let me see. He might get his minutes up here in a little bit, but for now, looks like they're still going to be monitored. But this dude's usage rate is insane. Even getting 37 and 38, he's still under 5 times. So he's just so expensive without his big minutes. But he still a solid option in a pretty solid spot as well. Eric Bledsoe, I hate mentioning this guy. Every time I pick him, he screws me. I'm on the lower end of Bledsoe. I got him at 30 here, 36, 34, and 41, looking really solid. Once again, kind of like with Jay Morant, his minutes are really trash, 27, 24, and 24. I get it. His usage is pretty good too. So that's why I have him on this list. Usage rate's looking pretty good. Minutes scare me. They really do. I kind of hate chasing. So, but 6,500, I think that's definitely a respectable spot for him. He's just a little scary because of his minutes and it's Eric Bledsoe of all guys. He can, every time I pick him, he absolutely sucks. I'm a little about him. Next, we got IT. I got him at 27.5. Price is kind of catching up to him. Still a solid option. I think he gets you 27 to 30 in this one. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. The point guard position, shooting guard. We got Harden at 55. Might be on the low end. I just want to see what this total's looking at. Like I said, I do expect Harden to play a little bit more minutes than Westbrook if it is a blowout. So he's not going to get that crazy ball handling that he had in the last game without him. But still, I think he's still a solid option. Zach LaVine, I got him in here. GPP only, had a solid game last time out. Finally had some assist numbers and stuff to go along with it. So his shooting is still there. He just needs to get some extra rebounds and stuff here and assist here. So I think he's a GPP option. I don't think a lot of people have him here. Against it should be a relatively fast-paced game here against Atlanta. Lou Williams, Fantasy Cruncher has him at 38. I don't see it. GPP, I think for me, I get it. Leonard's not playing. Milwaukee's a really good defense. And the reason why I do think Lou could get you 40-45 is because of this right here. 42% usage rate without Kawhi Leonard. That is just insane. Didn't have a good game against Utah. I get it. He's still shooting kind of crap right now. But like I said, 42% usage rate. That's just insane. Like I said, you could definitely put him in there. 67, I think, is really, really cheap for him. So personally, I'd probably pick him over Zach LaVine just because, but I do expect him to have some ownership. But I don't mind Zach LaVine. I got him for 35, maybe 36 on this one. It's a solid option. Jeremy Lamb's an all right option here. Doesn't have the biggest upside, but still a solid option. RJ Barrett, I just got him for 30-32 in a cash game. Van Fleet, cash game, 28-30. Bruce Brown, unfortunately, his price came up, but still looks like Rose and Frazier are still going to be out. So he's still going to be out there playing the point guard position. So price came up, but still he's still in a very good spot. I got Damian Lee here at 23 points in this one. 24, 16, and 31. So he's kind of a risky. I don't mind his usage rate here. So just one of those guys fast, an extra fast-paced game here against Houston. So if you need him, I don't mind him. And then Dante DiVincenzo. Sorry, I messed that up. We're just going to call him Dante for short. That was terrible pronunciation. My bad. Anyway, GPP only. I picked this guy in the preseason. He's only thing that sucks is minutes are terrible, but his usage rate besides his Toronto game is really good for his low minutes, 27 and 28. Dude's coming out here shooting the ball a ton, gets a couple blocks once in a while, gets some assists and steals. This is a GPP only. The dude doesn't play any minutes, but I don't know. I just saw that there's really not much value out there. I expect his ownership to be under 3%. I get it, not a sexy play, really, really GPP. So it's either a boom or bust with this guy. 31, 17, and 30 in his last 3 minutes are really bad, so keep that in mind. But with not much value out there so far, he's looking like an okay value play. Next, we got Giannis. I need to see where this total's taking me before I do anything. Siakam, an okay option. Warren, I do like him. Probably going to stack this Indiana game once again. If you don't have the money for Warren, I honestly like Marcus Morris. Warren's going to have a lot more ownership than Morris in this one. And Morris, he's not really the sexy pick, but dude's still shooting pretty good. Had some tendonitis here, as you see in these early games, but looks like he's turning it around a little bit here. So 6,500 price is going up, but I still think he's honestly a good option, especially with Randall sucking, Smith out, Peyton out. He's really the only one that can do anything for this team here. So I really do like Marcus Morris if you can't get in Warren. If Sabonis plays, that hurts Warren for me personally just a little bit and will make me go to Marcus Morris. Next, we got Bojan Bogdanovic here against Philly, only 5,600. So once again, if you can't get any of these guys, Bojan is in a solid option as well. Solid cash game play, 30 and 30 in his last 2, bad one against LA. Besides that, he's been a pretty solid play. Usage rate's looking good. Minutes are looking good. I like him. I got him at 28. Definitely can get you, 30 for sure here in this one. So good cash game play. Next is Luke Kennard, as normal, kind of like Brown. Rose is out, so usage rate has gone up. And solid cash game play. Will carry ownership, so if you want to get ownership leverage, probably go to Bojan. That can get you about the same amount of points, maybe 1 or 2 higher. We got Daniel House in this one, only if he starts. If for some weird reason he doesn't start, I'm not going to put him in there. And another guy that not a lot of people really pick here, 33-26, bad one against Miami, and then back at it with the 37 here. So usage rate isn't too great, but he's, defensive player, all-around guy, gets some rebounds and assists. Not really assists, mostly rebounds and a couple blocks and stuff. So I don't mind him. $5,000. I think you can definitely look at him here. Should be starting here against Golden State. Next here, I got Joshua Wogi. The reason why I have him on here is because Jeff Teague is questionable and Napier is doubtful. So if those two are out, I'm really would like to see what they do with their rotation. Josh Wogi on here, he's a small forward, but I think he's what 6'4", 6'5". Anyway, he's kind of a shooting guard, not really a point guard, but a shooting guard, and I expect him to get you 23, 24 if Jeff Teague is out as well. So we'll have to see what they do with their rotation. Could be point guard by committee. Also look at Culver. Jarrett Culver could be an interesting option as well. More of a small forward guy, but still. Speaking of Culver, let's go look at him. I didn't put him in here, but he is a GPP guy. Where is he at? Small forward here. I think he's a small forward. All right. He's bare minimum $3,500, which I'm a little shocked by, to be completely honest with you. 24 and 15 in his last two games. Look at that usage rate, guys. 36 right there, and then 20. So yeah, I get it. That's with Towns. I totally get Towns is there, but I think if Teague is out, they might play him a couple more minutes. So GPP only for me, just because Towns is back, but only if Teague's out, he might get a couple more. Might be back in the rotation a little bit, but if Teague's back in there, he's done. He's not gonna play much. So that's why I mentioned Joshua Bogie there. So that is mostly it there for the small forwards. Moving on to power forwards, really not much going on. Porzingis, okay, I guess. Slow pace game. I probably won't have any of them. We got Eric Pascal here. I expect him to be very, very popular. Russell, if Russell does come back, he will be in my player pool 100%. And also Pascal, I'll probably lower him a little bit just because its usage rate will go down, but I still think he gets you 32, 33, even if Russell plays. If Russell's out again, I'll probably put him up to 35, 36 fantasy points. Collins is suspended, so of course FanDuel and DraftKings took the advantage and pricing all these Atlanta guys up. I mean, look at this. This guy literally yesterday was $4,800. Now he's 71. It's stupid. I get it. They're trying to catch up, but come on now. Come on, FanDuel and DraftKings. Anyway, like I said, there's just no value out there. 71. Oh, man, that's just outrageous. I mean, he's an okay option, but he ain't worth no $7,100. I'll tell you that right now. I would just go Pascal easily. And then I got JaMychal Green, another not sexy pick, but last time without Mr. Kawhi Leonard, he had a 21% usage and 34 fantasy points. So I guess that's a half decent option there. I don't know if it's really reliable, but the good sign though is he had a good one against Utah once again. I know he's playing Milwaukee, but I don't mind JaMychal Green. And then moving to center, Towns is my favorite play of the day. Dude hasn't played in 2 days, probably just still ticked off about what happened. He's going to come out here against Memphis and absolutely destroy him here. As normal, guys, usage rate's pretty solid. I think he gets you 55, 60, maybe even 65 in this one. So I like him quite a bit. If you can't get Towns, I don't mind Drummond, but I mean he's cheaper, so I'd probably go Towns. So I guess that didn't make any sense. My bad. I thought Towns was more than Drummond, but yeah, Towns for sure. Wendell, cash game, Valanciunas 28 if you need it. Goga, this is only if Sabonis or / Turner is out. Solid option once again. Only bad thing, foul trouble with him. I got Zubac in here for 22.5, risky, but he's been pretty solid. And it looks like Doc Rivers is playing him. Like I say, he's not playing a lot of minutes, so that's the only thing that sucks. But he's still out there in his minutes and playing half decent. So if you desperately need someone, you can put him in there. Not the greatest play. And then got Montrezl Wagner. This guy's been in my video the last 3 days, and hopefully you guys are playing this guy. 19, 24, and 31. The dude's $3,900. Get him in your lineup. Really good DraftKings play for me. I get it. Minutes aren't really there, but he's very productive, really good defensive player. So I do like Montrezl Wagner. Even if he doesn't get you 30, even if he gets you 21, 22, still in a very solid spot for sure. So, definitely don't mind Wagner. So that's mostly it. An interesting one for sure. Check out that Russell news. If Russell doesn't play, obviously Kyle Bowman also comes back into play. I didn't have him in my player pool, but he's really up there with 6,500 bucks. FanDuel jacked him up, for good reason though. So, I think if Russell's back, that's going to hurt Bowman. But I really like Russell. He's going to be coming back from an injury, but the dude's going to have like 35-40% usage rate, and he's young. He's going to come out firing if he plays. So he will definitely be in my player pool for sure. So that is mostly it. Kind of an interesting slate. We don't really have any value out there. The only value we have is kind of forced value, if that makes any sense. Not like a clear cut, chalky value. It's really risky GPP value, if that makes any sense for you guys. So, so that's kind of what I got. Interesting one. We'll see how it goes. Not sure how much I'm playing yet, but we'll see. So that is mostly it as normal. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the totals throughout the day and see what we got going on. And obviously the injury news there with Indiana and Golden State. So that is mostly it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you like the new player pool and projections, leave a like. I do appreciate it. Like I said, almost 100 likes yesterday, so definitely keep it up. It means more than you think to me. So, and also if you want to get in on premium lineups, $50 per month for FanDuel and $50 a month separately for DraftKings. Like I said, DK lineup advice absolutely killed it last night with a 299.5. So, why not come join us? And like I said, website will be down there in the comment section below, and also our Twitter as well if you want to follow us and or hit us up and ask us questions. So, all right, guys, hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday. We'll see you guys here on